diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Punts it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll run for it. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Out across the... Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. Running into the open space. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Foster. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Foster. Quarterback moving. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Sooners! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there. Complete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Longo. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. Right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Looking downfield, it's Foster. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On target to the left. Really nice. By both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. LSU quick to the line. Back to pass on second down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Back to throw, it's Foster. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Robbins. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sooners are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Robbins. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Foster. Makes the grab. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen.
Sneak gets it done.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Right on target this time. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And quarterback feeling the pressure and down. Goes at the 22.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Man, that's exactly what... defense needs. They found themselves now. Oh, they're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him. Get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Bring in the heat. Finds a man on the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big... Away to the 16-yard line. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Already got a hand on it. It's blocked. He's going to score. There he goes. Past the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The inside handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the left side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll finally get it. After a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him. On the move at the 30. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. It'll be 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did.
Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they can't hit it.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Foster. Got his man. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough. Cross the line and pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside the spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Foster. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That's caught. It's Robbins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Holland. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick completion on the out route. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got his man quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes his man miss. Good pick up there. They'll move the... And they're set up at the 41. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Right down the middle. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Snagged out of the air. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Foster. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lets it fly. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns Palooza. What a nice game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He'll do it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Using the quick game. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Offense changing the play. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Finds his man. It's Robbins. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Foster. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shot saved a touchdown. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. I know both of